All right, all right. All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Sports Desk Live. I'm your guy, I'm your man, 1/3 of your sportsologist, senior sportsologist, Dedrick L, Hicks Jr. And we are back, man. So shout out to everybody who's joining us live tonight. We have a host of topics to get into. I'm gonna be rocking this solo dolo by myself for a little bit until Mr. Moodum Chains can join us. All right. So Black couldn't be with us tonight. He got to take care of some things, got some business to handle, and we're gonna rock through, man. So you'll be seeing Black real soon. All right. So let's see here, man. The world of sports, man, it always gives. All right. So hit us up in the chat, man. Y'all show some love. Leave a comment, ask your questions. I will answer your questions, and we're gonna rock out, man. So thank you guys once again for joining the Sports Desk Live. Okay, so not gonna waste your time, man. We're gonna rock out until we get the show over with, I guess. So as you saw on the thumbnail, man, one of the bigger trades that I can remember. One of the bigger trades that I can remember took place towards I think it was Friday maybe, or Saturday or Thursday, towards the end of last week. Damian Lillard, Damian Lillard, man, traded to the Milwaukee Bucks. One, I didn't, just real time reaction for myself, real time. I was chilling on the couch. I had dozed off for a second, man. I was getting ready to go pick my son up from school, and my dad called, Black call, text messages blowing up saying, bro, this is this, that, and the third with Dame Lillard headed to the Milwaukee Bucks, man. So I'm a huge basketball fan. I love football, and I understand that football is king. I understand that. But basketball is where it is for me, because the superstardom and the storylines and the drama is in the NBA. All right. Of course, we'll be covering the NBA for sure. But I'm excited to talk a little NBA today before we get into the world of the National Football League and college football. All right. But before we get into tonight's topics, like I said, let's get it going in the chat. Leave your questions, leave your comments. Appreciate everybody for rocking with us, man, and showing love. We definitely appreciate it, man. So I think we're around 115, 16 subscribers. The Sports Desk has been pumping for about a month now. All right. So even if you're watching on the playback, man, hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you're interested in what we got going on, man. And we definitely appreciate it, man. So the Sports Desk Live, we come to you guys at least once a week live to talk about various topics throughout the week. All right. So thank you guys for showing love here on YouTube with the Sports Desk. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. Damian Lillard to the Milwaukee Bucks. I didn't really do any homework with this to really get, gather numbers or gather stats or anything like that. I really didn't. I really just going off raw emotion and being a fan of the game. And the question that's going on right now after the trade, and we'll talk about the other half of that trade in just a second, but we're going to focus on Dame. So Dame headed to the Bucks. Are the Bucks winning it all? Listen, I'll say this because I'm not giving any predictions today. I'm not going to give any heartfelt, emotional guesses. But what I will say is, I don't recall two players in their prime, especially in a trade. I don't recall a trade like this. I mean, we've seen massive trades in the league. You've seen Kawhi leave San Antonio, head to the Raptors, result in the championship. Another trade that comes to mind, you've seen Carmelo Anthony being traded from the Denver Nuggets, headed over to the New York Knicks. They had a decent run in New York with Melo being there. The Knicks should retire his jersey, by the way. And I just don't remember a lot. I mean, James Harden being traded James Harden being traded to the Brooklyn Nets was huge. So that's right up there too, to when he joined Durant and joined Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving being traded just recently to the Mavs. But this is a little different to me. No disrespect to Kyrie, no disrespect to Luka. But Giannis Antetokounmpo was the best player in the league. and he has been. And when healthy, it is a problem. It is a problem for everybody involved. And then you have Dame Lillard, one of the coldest clutch performers in all of the NBA. Dame Lillard provides such a beautiful aspect to the game of if you don't get me, I'm gonna get you style of play. So we've seen him time and time again, sending Paul George home in the Oklahoma City Thunder with that deep three just to send him bye-bye. We've seen him send the several teams home just with his ability to close you out, take the breath out of your body, and send you about your business. So to pair those two, and both of these dudes are unselfish. I gotta look at the things around it. I know a lot of people try to, you know, give parts of this trade and have conversation to make you kind of think about it and really think about it. So Boston should be favored to win the championship, even over the reigning champions, the Denver Nuggets. When Giannis is healthy, I'm gonna say it again. You're in trouble, dog. When he has his cast around him and not making issues, not making apologies for injuries, but when the Bucks are healthy and Giannis is healthy, he will not lose. We've seen it. His desire is pretty much unmatched in the NBA to me right now. It's pretty much unmatched. It's unmatched. So when you add Damian Lillard to the fold, you got to think basketball here. All right. Basketball, when you're talking the paint versus ball handling, Giannis is going to command so much attention by driving and forcing his way inside of the paint, play after play. Dame is going to be freer now. He's going to be freer now. He's going to be that much more deadly. Don't forget about Chris Middleton on the wing. Don't forget about Bobby Portis coming off the bench, giving that enforcer energy. Brook Lopez had a phenomenal year last year. Re-upped on his contract, and now he's back with the Bucks. They have a brand new coach, which it remains to be seen. But all of the pieces are in play. I'm not here to make a prediction today. It's too early. We'll make those during our NBA preview show in just a little bit. But if they're healthy, and this is an if for a lot of everybody, if you play professional sports and you're talking predictions, it's based on health. If they're healthy, they are going to be very hard to beat. And it's going to take a psychopath of a team that's motivated beyond measure to get the Milwaukee Bucks out of here this year. And I'm going to stand on that. I'm not ready to make a decision on who's going and who's not going to the finals, but it's one of the hottest debates in sports right now. The Bucks with Damian Lillard, are they going to win it this year, barring health? We're going to see. All right. So let's get to some of the conversations. Shout out my boy Jook, man. Jook's in the building. He says, don't believe the hype. So obviously he's feeling the way about the trade. Jook also says Dame getting 30 plus, Giannis getting 30 plus. Both need the ball. How will it work? Giannis doesn't bring the ball up court, Jook. He doesn't bring the ball up court. He's a very easy person to please. You dump it down to the box on him, dump it down in the paint, get him a steam rolling, coming off a screen, off a pick. He get to the bucket. In today's NBA, the average team is averaging 120 plus points. So 30 between both is 60. So there's a lot of shots to go around between the two. Chris Middleton's going to go from that 20-point score down to a 15-point score, which is fine. Dame's going to make up that on the other end. You got Bobby Portis, you got Brook Lopez, and other key pieces that are around them that are going to keep them balanced, especially in their top 6 to 7 rotation. But where they're going to suffer is at the bench. To get a guy like Dame, you got to clear out some space, and that's exactly what they did. Losing Grayson Allen could show up, but that's yet to be seen. Black says, right now I'm feeling the Bucks won't beat Boston. Okay, I feel you. Juk says, I agree. Bucks won't the Celtics, won't beat the Celtics. Okay. And Juk says, hard to see happen, in my opinion. Yeah, that's cool, man. I feel you. Everybody got an opinion about this. That's why it's fun here. And the beautiful thing about it, we're going to see it play out on the court. I think it will work. I think it's easily one of the best fits as far as both of their styles of play, how the NBA is played today, and how things happen. So I think they won't have a problem at all. Dame's unselfish, and Giannis is unselfish. Never really heard them clashing with anybody teammate-wise. They're both team guys. I think it's going to work for sure. Okay. Man. So on the back half of that, Drew Holiday. was the wild card in all of this. Drew was traded for Dame. You got to make the trade. I mean, if you're a general manager, you got to make the trade. Drew Holiday is a great asset, great teammate, great defender, key and clutch scorer, and he provides a wealth of energy and experience to any team. And the one team that I felt needed him more than anybody, of course, I was hoping my Lakers would get in on the deal, but we didn't need him. Would have been nice to have him. But the Boston Celtics, and they indeed did exactly that. They went out and got Drew Holiday. They gave up Malcolm Brogdon, Robert Williams, a couple picks. Not too bad to bring in Drew Holiday. So what have I been saying? If you haven't heard the Sports Sets podcast before, I'll have the link down in the description for previous episodes on Spotify and iTunes and SoundCloud. Me and Black have been in conversation saying, hey, Tatum and Brown need a real point guard. No disrespect to Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart was a staple in Boston, a tough player. He hit big buckets, defensive player of the year. He was all world for the Celtics. But I think Drew Holiday is the fit. Why? Because he's a floor general. I believe Drew is, I've seen Drew be unselfish at the point guard position. He can get his team in the positions that they need to be. If his team needs buckets, he can get buckets. If Drew got to guard the best player on the perimeter, we've seen the job he did on Devin Booker in the NBA Finals, just masterful. We've seen the job he's done on Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum when he's asked to guard the bigger man. So he has Jimmy Butler as well. We've seen him go up against some of the fiercest competitor on the wings and up top. And he's going to give Boston something that they just haven't had at that position. One, he's a winner. He's a champion. He's a champion. And in the fold, when you are deep in it, man, when you are deep in it, it is going to be something reliable for you to have you a floor general who understands the moment, who understands what Tatum needs, what Brown needs, what the coaches are asking for. So that's going to be super critical for the Boston Celtics. I love their chances this year. You've seen some of the reasons why. And you know what? I give them no excuse for losing to the 8th seeded Miami Heat, despite the role the Heat were on. Boston had the better talent. Boston had the better team. The Heat had the better coaching. But Boston should have won that series. They pushed it to 7 on their home floor. We all know what happened there. But what we're going to get from here, we are going to get to see. I'm not going to sit here and say the full maximum potential right away, but we're going to see this Boston Celtic team look a little bit different in the playoffs. Deep playoff runs over the past couple of years. In the NBA Finals 2 years ago, obviously against the Golden State Warriors, losing in 6 games. Back in the Eastern Conference Finals, they've been to 4 Eastern Conference Finals since Tatum and Brown have been there, but only one trip to the finals. This year they have a great chance, just like the Milwaukee Bucks do. Matter of fact, if it comes down to it, if you look at the teams roster for roster, they're very, very well matched. And could it come down to coaching? And Mazzulla, he has the edge up against a rookie head coach for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's going to be fun to see. Definitely going to be locked in. Okay. Black says Boston finally has their floor general. Yes, they do. Juke says great pickup for the Celtics. Drew underrated and most consistent. Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with you there, Juke. Those who are watching, hit that thumbs up. Show love, man. Hit that thumbs up for us if you're paying attention to the sports desk tonight, spending your time with us, man. We appreciate it, man. When you hit that thumbs up, it helps pushes the algorithm. All right, so let's get into more topics that we got. NBA training camp is underway. A lot of fun yesterday watching all the teams do media. It was very weird to see Chris Paul in a Warriors jersey. It was good to hear from LeBron and everything that went on with Bronny in the offseason, and Bron shedding some light on where he is and where the family is and where Bronny is. Bron shedding light on his intentions to play for Team USA, which I don't want to get into because it was absolutely despicable and deplorable, their efforts at the World Championships this past summer. Disgusting. So now we got to go get the Avengers, Bron, KD, Tatum, Booker. We got to go get these guys now. Steph Curry. We got to go get these guys now to bring the goal home because we got a bunch of other guys who didn't take it seriously, have the talent, and the world is getting better. They've been getting better. Hell, the top 2 players in all the NBA are not American. Giannis and Luka. They're not American. They're not American. So it's going to be cool to see what Bron and those around him come together. So, it's very good to hear from Dame and very good to hear from a lot of hosted players. So, like I said before, man, we are huge fans of the NBA here on the Sports Desk. You get daily conversations, just love it. And we're getting ready for some NBA. All right. Let's move over to the world of boxing. Big fight in the world of boxing this past weekend. Canelo Saul Alvarez went in there, and he was just way too much for Jermell Charlo. Jermell, I think he fought Jermell. I get their names mixed up because they're identical twins. But the smaller Charlo, he had his way with him. It wasn't it wasn't much of a fight. Charlo was very laid back and very lax. Charlo just he was outmatched. I'm not gonna say he was outclassed in the fight because I watched the fight twice. Canelo was the bigger body. You see the neck on Canelo Alvarez? You see the neck on this guy? It's like he's like a bull. You know what I'm saying? You saw the size difference. You even saw the power difference from the body shots that Charlo was taking. So not really surprised Canelo got the win. Really didn't expect Charlo to win at all. Anything can happen in the sport of boxing. I mean, one punch and you're out of there. You were out of there with one punch. But that didn't happen. Canelo undisputed super middleweight, and it's going to be interesting to see what he does next. Now, the fight I want to see, and the fight that should be made, and the potential is there, is Charlo versus Terrence Bud Crawford. Charlo went up 2 weight classes for this fight, and it showed. When you're a boxer and you're moving up weight classes, you're going up against a natural fighter in that weight class, chances are it's going to be a long night for you. Chances are it is going to be a long night. So, look, Charlo versus Bud, I can pick my winner right now, but I would love to see Terrence Bud Crawford versus Jermell Charlo down back at Charlo's original weight. That's what I would love to see for sure. All right. Let's see. We got Mr. Moody Chains in the green room. We're going to get with him in just a second. Okay, I got a message from him. Juke says Lakers need to worry about if AD going to give him 50 plus games. Yeah, I agree. I'm not finna argue that at all. I want Anthony Davis to play 82 games or the max 75 and give me 70 games. Good God. Of course, you're right about that. Let's see here. Juke says Terrence will slaughter Charlo no matter the weight class. I'm not saying that Bud will lose. I think it'll be a good fight. I think people are sleeping on the fact that Charlo is a very good fighter, but Bud's the best right now. He is the best. But I think at that weight class for Charlo would suffice better than him going through what he was going through against Canelo. I mean, Canelo was the bigger, stronger fighter in his natural weight class. Period. And Charlo was hesitant. When you're in those types of fights, you have to take wild chances, man. You got to swing for the fences. You got to kind of do some unorthodox things in spots like that. The lights were just a little bit too big for Charlo. And the guy he was facing is potentially, in my opinion, he is the best fighter in the world. Not Bud Crawford to me. I still have Canelo number 1. He's been number 1. But Bud is on the rise after beating Spence. But I think Bud can get a couple more wins under his belt. And, we'll see. You know what I mean? We'll see. All right. Let's see. Black says ever disappointed in Charlo. Could have been a lot more aggressive. Yeah, but he was scared. Let's call it what it is. He was scared. Canelo Alvarez's neck looks like the neck of a Brahma bull. Like the weight class, you saw it. Even though Charlo's long and tall, but that power, no sir. All right, shout out Ariel, Kitchen Crew. Charlo was pathetic. Yeah, I gotta call a spade a spade. He was definitely pathetic. All right, man. So we got 10 people rocking with us, man. Thank y'all for spending time with us with the Sports Desk for sure. I'm about to bring in Mr. Moodum Chains in here in just 1 minute. Got a couple more off topics off sport topics before we get to the NFL. I'm gonna move around here a little bit. Let's see where we are. Let's see. So college football, man. College football is starting to hit peak stride. And there's a real conversation of who is the real number one team in this nation, in the country. Who is the real number one team in the country? You see Georgia battling. Michigan hasn't really played anybody. Texas is looking to me probably the number one team in the country. Ohio State, Florida State, Penn State, Washington, Oregon, USC, and Notre Dame round out the top 10. In my opinion, Georgia is good. Yes, they're gonna be good. Okay, but they don't look like the number one team in the country to me. They're the defending national champions, and I get it. But if you're talking ball, I'm gonna be real. I think the Texas Longhorns are the number one team in the country. I think they're the number one team in the country. Offense is prolific, playmakers everywhere. Ewers, the quarterback, he is looking absolutely sensational. He is looking sensational, man. So, Ohio State, big win on the road at Notre Dame, but I don't believe in their quarterback. Huge win. I just don't believe in them. They have some tough tests coming up for the Buckeyes. Then you got my nose from Florida State. We have some tests coming up for sure. We took care of LSU when they were relevant. Now they're not relevant anymore. We got Duke coming up. They coming off their second loss to Notre Dame. They come to Dope. We got Miami coming up, and we'll get into that later because I know Jook is watching, and we gonna have a conversation about that in just a couple weeks. But I'm not the guy that says, "Oh, until you lose, you're not the number one team in the country." I ain't that guy. I'm watching the games, dog. I'm watching the games. Texas looks the best offensively, defensively, special teams, play calling. They look the best. Georgia is struggling offensively. That is in your face, man. Still a great team. Still a great team, but Georgia has their struggles. Michigan don't know what they really are yet. Don't know what Michigan really is. We're going to find out soon. Ohio State, big win at Notre Dame. Not going to say nothing wild about the Buckeyes. They did what they're supposed to do on the road. They have some tests coming up, but I'm just a little unsure about the quarterback play for sure. Florida State, not going to be biased here. We're where we're supposed to be. I believe we are a top 5 team in the country, but we do have some proving to do as far as being more consistent. The Clemson win was huge. We got over the hump. We lost to them 7 straight years, but we have that win under our belt. And now I believe we're going to explode on Virginia Tech this Saturday. I know Virginia Tech isn't that good. We're in the ACC. It is what it is. Say what you want. But I think we're going to open up a huge can of you shouldn't be here against Virginia Tech. Penn State kind of in the same boat as Washington, Oregon. USC dropped down after the win against Colorado where they played around with the Buffaloes. The Buffaloes got back in it, man. The Buffaloes got back in it. 7-point game. If they recover that onside kick, man, we might be going to overtime. We might be. I'm not sure, but USC, taking a drop back. So, yeah. So, let's go to the comments real quick about some college football, and then we're going to get over to Mr. Moodham Chains. We're going to talk some National Football League. We had a great week this week. All right. Let's see. What's going on, man? Go crazy. What's happening? Hidden Jim says, them Buckeyes. What's up, bro? RL Kitchen Crew, we another step closer to prime going to Florida. Yeah, speaking of that, we're going to talk about that in just a second. Don't worry. I'm going to bring on Rashad soon as we talk about Florida. Juke says Texas look more complete. I agree. I agree. I think right now, big game for them. Red River rivalry this Saturday noon, ABC against the undefeated Sooners. If they beat them, dog, are we not going to really discuss Texas being the number one team in the country? I'm just saying. Black says it's still Georgia, in my opinion, until beaten. They are number one. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with just because you haven't lost, you deserve to hold your spot. I mean, look at Florida State. We got up to number 3? We've dropped 2 spots since the win against LSU. So it doesn't matter if you lose. What are our eyes watching out here? Georgia's defense is utter unworldly, but that offense, Carson Beck coming back from behind, struggling offensively. Georgia gonna take a loss this year. I don't know who gonna get them. Somebody gonna get them. Somebody gonna get them this year. And watch it be Florida. Lord have mercy. All right. Hidden gems, they look good. Texas looks good, and FSU looks somewhat good. Okay. Back to the old Georgia. Yeah. I mean, I don't know about the old Georgia, but they're really good. They're just struggling offensively. They just got their coach back at Michigan. Yeah, they did. Harbaugh just got back, but he's been back for 2 weeks, and they do look good, but they ain't played nobody. Black says Texas, Oklahoma is going to be really good on Saturday. I agree, but I got the Longhorns winning that in a shootout. I do. Juke says FSU is fooling everyone. They suspect receivers, not receivers. Juke, all right, bro. Did you mean to type that, Juke? Seriously, did you mean to type that? On the outside, we are skilled as ever. I need you to expound on that, Juke. I need you to expound on that. All right, we're going to bring my guy, Mr. Moodham Chains, in, man, because we have one last college football topic to discuss, and he is the perfect person to talk to.
Sure.
Man, go Mr. Moodham Chains via location.
Yeah, via location, man. My bad. I thought I was gonna be able to get home, and
Nah, you
what
good.
I had going on was running low. What's going on, sports? That's how y'all doing, man.
Cool, man. How you doing tonight, man? You all right tonight?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Pretty good.
Okay, cool, man. Well, let's go ahead and get back into the topics. We were talking a little bit of college football. In all seriousness, Gator Nation, in all seriousness, let's have us a little chit chat. Now, Rashad, were you busy this past Saturday?
I was busy, but I was able to watch the game. Yes.
You was able to watch the game. Now, Rashad, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Was it me or was baby Barry Sanders out there doing in the Florida Gators? Was baby Fred Taylor, was baby Adrian Peterson out there digging out the Florida Gators? 200 yards rushing plus
280. Put some respect on that man.
The man almost walked down 300 bills on the putrid, disgusting, uneffort-giving Florida Gator defense. Now, Rashad, I'm gonna let you take it from here. Talk to me about how bad the Gators are looking.
Billy Napier can't win games on the road, and that's just what it is. He can win games in the swamp. He's won games in the swamp. He cannot win on the road. I believe Billy Napier has won 2 games on the road against worthy opponents. So I don't think we play anybody. I think he's only won 2 games on the road, period. So we're talking about a guy who can't get his team together.
Right.
And as a Gator fan, I'm doing the best I can to be patient with Mr. Napier. But you on the clock. You on the clock. We got the number 3 recruiting class coming in next year. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the best I can to be patient because Lagway on the way. We actually got some 5 stars in this recruiting class. Like I said, you got number 3 class coming in. But when you talking about going on the road, and what I seen, I don't care what they say, that team should have been ranked. That Kentucky team is not a bad team.
Well, you know what they rank now.
Nah, they rank now. I seen they rank now. I think they ranked number 23 or 20. I think they're
20. 20 for the country.
So you talking about a team that should have been ranked, but it was the tackling that was on display on Saturday that was just ridiculous. I mean, literally, that man had 285 yards rushing, I believe. He should have had 120 at best. We was getting this boy in the backfield, and like you say, the combination of Fred Taylor, Adrian Peterson, and Barry Sanders. This kid, I don't know who this kid was before Saturday, but let me tell y'all something. This kid can play. He is a complete running back. I'm talking about balance, power, speed, agility. What I was seeing on set, I was telling my homeboy, I say, bro, this is one of the best running backs I've seen in a while in college football. I was not kidding. It wasn't because he was doing it against the Gators. I just never seen something like that before. Yeah. Like, I mean, and they said he been doing that the whole year. So he wasn't just doing the Gators like this. He didn't get lucky. He been doing everybody on the schedule like this year. So, the defense was bad.
Yes.
You had Graham Mertz. He needed to calm down into this game. He missed about 2 touchdowns in the first 2 drives.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But he settled into the game. Graham Mertz is not the problem. We have an offensive line issue, and we need a real offensive coordinator. That's all the Gators need.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what they did on Saturday on defense, I don't expect that from them because that's not who they've been.
Right.
But, and I like the defensive coordinator. He's only 30 years old. Like, I like him. You know what I'm saying? I think Saturday was one of them days where you get into one of them environments, you get into it, and now it get bad.
Right.
But I think that team is gonna be fine, man. But I don't know about Napier. I think
What
the team
team?
is gonna be fine.
What team gonna be fine? What team gonna be fine? Rashad, don't do
Florida
that.
Gators are gonna be fine, man.
Okay,
It's
man.
a bunch of kids going. Listen, man.
Okay.
Listen.
All
We're
right.
not gonna do this when 2 years ago y'all couldn't beat
Okay.
whoever the hell y'all
Whoa!
couldn't beat. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this, D. We're not gonna do this, D. We not gonna do this, D. You just went through the same thing, D. You just went through the same thing. Now you number 4 in the country, and now you just nobody can't talk to you.
My brother. Whoa.
That's fine, D.
Are you done?
I'm through, man. Go ahead. You go on your little
good.
rant.
Okay, y'all are pathetic.
I know. That's what we gonna beat y'all ass in November. Go ahead.
The O-line is despicable.
Mm-hmm.
The play calling is trash.
I agree.
The defense don't want to be out there, bro. They don't want to be out there. Y'all beat Tennessee, and y'all thought that everything was all in well in Gainesville. I heard you. I saw you.
It is
I
fine.
saw you. And this has nothing to do with my loyalty to the Garnet and Gold up in Tallahassee. It has nothing to do.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't. I watched the game. I'm just going to say this in all seriousness. I just don't think Billy Napier is the guy for y'all. Billy Napier need to get out his own way. Y'all need an offensive coordinator, and y'all need an offensive coordinator bad.
Yes.
He needs to get off of the main headset and give that up.
Yes.
And that's what he's going to be able to pitch to the AD before the AD want to try to fire him, because they can't fire him because they own too much money, first of all. So they can't fire him. So he coming back next year with that number 3 recruiting class. Okay, super duper. But who going to be calling the plays? Graham Mertz sucks.
What?
Graham Mertz ain't good, bro. You want to know why he sucks? You missing wide open touchdown pass. I'm talking about blowing it. You look at his numbers, you think he's some good 25 for 30, 244 yards, 2 touchdowns in the pick. He was sacked 4 times. And you look at it and you say, okay, Graham Mertz, listen, bro. You can see when a kid got it, man. And this kid ain't got it.
You think Graham Mertz is the problem?
No, he's a part of it.
Oh, my God.
He's a part of the problem, Rashad. Rashad, come on. Let's keep it real. You think Graham Mertz is a good quarterback? Graham
Mertz is playing damn good right now.
Oh, my God.
He has no offensive line, which he can't, which he's Listen, man. This man has no offensive line, and he's still being productive. His running back tandem is very good, but they can't get off because they can't block nobody.
Oh, they are good?
Yes, they're very good, D.
Oh, they are? Okay. I just asked.
They're very good, D. You're gonna find out in November. But that team is gonna be fine. They need an offensive coordinator, and they need some offensive linemen.
Okay.
Graham Mertz is not the problem.
I don't think he's a problem. He's just a part of it.
I don't think he's a part. He had 5 incompletions, D. And
Rashad,
he was running for his life. What are we talking about?
Let me paint this picture for you, okay? Y'all have lost to Kentucky.
Kentucky beat
4. Hold on. 4 out of the last 6 years.
Of course.
They come to Gainesville and beat you. They go back to Lexington and beat you. Y'all got Mark Stoops down here looking like he should be running for president.
That's fine.
It ain't fine. I know what the expectations down are in Gainesville.
Mm-hmm.
And look, for what it's worth, I still think y'all will win 6 or 7 games because y'all got some more losses.
Yeah, we got some more losses.
Well, show coming. Now watch this. Now I'm gonna say it first. I'm gonna say it here first. Y'all gonna play like hell when y'all play Georgia in a couple of weeks up here.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gonna give it everything y'all got, and it would not surprise me one bit if y'all did everything you could to squeak out a victory to beat the number 1 team in the country, it would not shock me. I ain't betting on it. I ain't stupid.
No.
But the
Can't bet
Florida
that.
Gators, there's something there with that program that's off. And it has a lot to do with Billy Napier.
Everything.
I'm
Everything to do with Billy Napier. That's everything to do with Billy Napier. As soon as Billy Napier needs an offensive coordinator, and that's what he needs. That's what he needs right now. He's got a defense coordinator that I think is pretty good. I think they had a bad day on Saturday. But I believe that the defensive coordinator is just fine. He is.
Okay.
You got a bunch of children running around out there, D.
Yeah,
the whole team is a bunch of freshmen.
Yeah, throw the bait out.
It is what it is. You'll find out in November, though. But continue. Let's just move on. I know what this is, D. It's all good. I ain't got no problem.
Okay, Tenfold. Let's go to the chat and see what we got going on. Juk says Gators O-line is terrible.
Yes, they are.
Juk says Gators need an offensive coordinator.
Yes,
Juk, we all feel the same way. Juk says he is treating Florida like a Pop Warner team. You said it, not me. My sister says, thank you, Rashad. I guess you was letting me know about myself. Oh, there it is. Let him know. That's
right. Jocelyn, the Gator fan, I know that's right.
Yeah. Fred, we ain't think that y'all trash. I don't know what you meant by that. The players, there it is. The players are trash. Freddie Bricks. Whoa, Rashad.
Wait a minute. Who terrible? Hold on, man.
Hey,
you think that Graham Mertz is terrible? This is pure insanity.
Hey, this is the Gator
insanity, bro.
This is the Gator chiming in. Okay. Oh, Juk says Mertz is trash. It's not in him. Okay,
bro, what are we talking about? Are we watching the same games?
We are in HD. Most TVs come in HD and 4K.
Oh my God.
Okay.
All right.
Shout out my guy CJ, Unc CJ in the building, man. Y'all giving me schooling on college football. Appreciate this platform. Appreciate you watching, Unc, for sure.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Everybody getting the laugh in. Juk says Kentucky.
They will, bro. They will. Oh man, listen, man. I can't wait to November, man. Let's move on. Go ahead. I ain't worried about this here. I promise you I'm not worried about this here. Listen, I'm telling you, bro. Y'all go find out.
Juk,
y'all go find out.
I ain't worried about Rashad. We're gonna take care of that.
I ain't worried about listen.
Kentucky
will don't worry about me.
Kentucky would beat Florida State. Kentucky would beat Florida State. So let me ask y'all this. Because all of y'all said that LSU was gonna beat us. Y'all remember that? Y'all don't remember that a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, LSU ain't that good either.
See. Look. Now LSU ain't no
that good neither. They're proving that they're not that good.
Hold on. At the beginning of the season, a bunch of yous that are watching right now, you said it, and everybody else in the chat said it, that LSU and Jaden Daniels was going to hand us that biznayi. And they did not.
Okay.
They did not. So you want to take Kentucky now will beat Florida State. So LSU, who was ranked number 5 in the country when the season started.
Shouldn't have been ranked number 5 in the country.
Okay, now they should have been ranked.
And y'all like the number 4 team in the country. You're going to find that out real soon, too.
The narrative changes when we talk Garnet and Gold. But we're
going to move on. Y'all not, listen,
we not what? We not what, Rashad? What we not?
Y'all not good at all, bro. You done showed it the last 2 weeks. Boston College, bro? Come on, man.
Don't do that.
Man. Don't do that, D.
Don't do that.
Boston College?
Y'all don't do that because y'all
just told me about your receivers, D, and they ain't do nothing against Boston College.
Don't do that.
I think both of them boys you claim was good. They had 2 catches the whole game.
Rashad, don't do that.
Come on, bro.
Y'all was just down in Gainesville playing Terry Parker and won 20-7. Don't do that. Okay?
I didn't say that we were good.
I'm just reminding you.
I never said we were good. I'm saying y'all are not good.
Top 5 in the country.
I know. Yeah, okay. We gonna see what that is at the end of the season though. That we gonna see.
Woo! Moving along. All right. Fred says he ain't that good to lead the Gators. I agree. Fred says we also beating FSU. Fred, no, you are not. Holla at your boy. My uncle says, any thoughts on the Maryland Terps? Well, funny that you should ask. Big game against the Buckeyes. This coming Saturday, I will be locked in. Hey, Maryland's going to be a tough task for the Buckeyes this Saturday. I don't think Maryland wins. I think Tua's little brother is out there really showing himself to have some value to be a quarterback to even play on the next level. So I just think that Maryland's going to put up some fight. I think they'll have a decent season. I think they have a decent team. I really like their head coach, but they get their big test this week. I believe they go to the big horseshoe out there in Ohio State. It should be an interesting game. I like the Buckeyes though, but I think Maryland has a nice team. They're going to make some noise in the Big Ten. Big Ten. All right. Fred says LSU is trash.
Yes,
his laughs off. My guy Hidden Gem says Mertz ain't got it, but the line ain't giving him much blocking at times either. He was a sub-average behind a decent line at Wisconsin. Great stat there. That is correct. I forget he came from Wisconsin. Well, he did not do much of anything out there either. So he was an upgrade. I believe not an upgrade because you had Anthony Richardson last year, even though
he's better than Anthony Richardson in the Gator uniform. And it's not close. And it's not close.
Can we get through the season, Rashad?
Go ahead.
Can we get through the season before you make an erroneous comment like that? That is erroneous.
That man was drafted on potential, bro.
Was he drafted?
He was drafted on potential.
Was he drafted?
Yeah, he was drafted number 3 overall or something.
Where is Graham Mertz going to get drafted at, if ever?
He's never going to get drafted.
He's better than Anthony Richardson in the Gator uniform right now.
He's better than Gator than he's Anthony and then Richardson.
Rashad, stop it, bro. I'm not going to let you do this to yourself, man. I'm not going to let you.
Did y'all watch? Hold it. Did anybody watch Anthony Richardson? Let's just be honest.
Every game.
Can we be honest on this podcast? The best game Anthony Richardson had was when he played Utah, is when he played Florida State. Them was his 2 best games.
That's not true.
For the rest of the games, for the rest of the season, he was trash.
That ain't true because he had a good game versus Tennessee. They had a chance to beat Tennessee late in that game.
He had a good game against Tennessee.
He had a handful of good games. Don't do Anthony like that.
The rest of them he played trash.
Okay, Tempo. We can't do nothing about it now because he's in a coach uniform. But I'm gonna hold you to that all season long.
Please hold me to it.
Graham Mertz is better than Anthony Richardson in a Gator uniform.
And it's not even close.
Lord.
And it's not even close.
All right, let's see. Rashad, they didn't have Keon. Earlier conversation. Black says, I'm about to get pissed about my nose. Don't get pissed, bro. We're going to keep proving them. Keon didn't play. Okay, FSU defense is saving FSU barely. All right, Joe. Nate says, Rashad, you a hater? Black
bro,
says,
I'm not a hater, bro. Listen, man. I call it the way I see it, but don't worry about it. Y'all go find out real soon. And that's going to be a very good podcast.
Keep on wishing. Hidden Jan says Maryland going to get romped. They might. Ohio State might roll them for sure. Black says Lil Tua is really good. I think so. I like Lil Tua, man. I like him. Hidden Jams, them Buckeyes run the Big Ten. We run the Big Ten. You do not run the Big Ten because Michigan's won it the last 2 years. So I don't know where you've been at, Hidden Gems, but the Wolverines have given y'all that biznayi in Michigan and at Ohio State. So until you beat them, you don't run the Big Ten, buddy. All right. Let's see. He is tripping. Who knows? Rashad, please stop, bro.
Come on, bro. What is y'all looking at?
Juke says Jeff Driscoll was better than Mertz, and Driscoll was trash.
Oh
Hidden Jam says he can't hold Richardson's jockstrap, and his potential got them 2 wins. Okay. Fred says he showed flash and is doing great in the NFL. Pops in the house. Michigan held to the victors. Go blue. What's up, Pops, man? What's up? Hidden Jams, 2 wins at the Colts. Hey, he got drafted off potential, like Rashad said.
That kid trash.
Black says, Rashad, you out for that, bro?
That kid trash.
Hidden Jam says Rashad is delusional out of anger right now.
That kid is trash, bro.
Fred says about abort.
That kid is trash, bro.
Keon is FSU's best receiver. And Hidden Gem says 2 out of how many? All right, go ahead, Rashad. Go ahead.
Bro, listen. Y'all telling me that the kid trash, and he's the 2nd highest rated quarterback in the SEC, but he trash?
That ain't saying much.
What are y'all looking at?
That ain't saying much. How many good quarterbacks in the SEC?
Bro, you know what they said about him in the beginning of the season? That he was gonna be the worst quarterback in the SEC. That's what they said about the kid.
Okay.
That's what they said about him. I'm looking at the kid. I'm looking at what he got going on. I'm looking at his weapons. They all young. I'm looking at his trash-ass offensive line, and he throwing for over 260 a game. He throwing for touchdowns every game, and he running the offense the way it need to be ran. Something Anthony Richardson didn't do last year, but continue.
I don't know about that. But I'll let you get it off your chest, big dog. Get it off your chest. All right, man. Let's go to the NFL, man. Let's head to the NFL. Enjoy the college football talk, man. We'll be getting more in depth as the season rolls on because we have plenty of receipts here. We got some Gators, we got some Noles, we got some Hurricanes, we got some Buckeyes, we got some Wolverines. So we got some Maryland Terrapins in the house tonight. So we got some love for sure. But we're going to go ahead and go around this week in the NFL. Again, thank you for joining us tonight, man. If you're watching Sports That's Live, this is what we do. We're very passionate about sports. We have a good time. We love the camaraderie. We love the banter. We love the energy, man. We're having a great time here on the Sports Day. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have not already, hit that thumbs up. Spread the word. Share the word. We're a brand new brand to YouTube, but we're going to be building it, and we're not going anywhere. All right, so Rashad, let's go ahead and get into it around the National Football League, man. Let's go ahead and start from my Dallas Cowboys, getting back on track, rolling the New England Patriots, handing Bill Belichick his worst loss in his entire career. My Cowboys winning that game 38-3 at home. Rashad, was it a blip that the Cowboys lost to the Cardinals? Very rough week with them, losing Trayvon Diggs on that Friday before the game on Sunday. Did it look like they were able to get back on track and look like they were before the Diggs injury?
Shoot, look like oh my God, they got the man. He coming out after halftime. He warming up, and Bill Belichick said, "Nah, dog, you can take your helmet off. You can sit on down, dog. We going with the backup." I mean, just bad decision after bad decision.
Yeah.
But they were forced turnovers. Turnovers. That defense is still one of the best in the NFL. I'm still trying to get a game where I can figure out who Dak Prescott is.
Well, you're gonna get it.
You're gonna find out because you play the 49ers. So this is the week.
Yeah,
this is the week where you find out, because the previous weeks you've played nobody.
You're right.
Let's just be honest.
You're right.
You played nobody. Your defense has carried you to these wins. In the red zone, he was putrid against the Cardinals, which lost you the game. Yeah. So I still have the same feeling about this man that I had before. He's trash.
Okay.
I'm just being honest.
He's what? Hold on. He's what?
Trash.
Dak Prescott is trash?
He's holding that team back, man.
I'm asking you, is he trash? I
think he's trash.
Compared to what trash is in the national. Hold on.
No. Okay, all right. If we're gonna do that, no, he's not that trash. He's trash for that team. Because if that team had a more consistent quarterback, we will be talking about them being exactly what they should be, which is Super Bowl contenders. They have everything else, but you are scared every single week. You're a Cowboy fan. Yeah. Every time Dak Prescott go back to pass, you saying, Lord Jesus, what is this kid finna do?
Okay.
And the thing is, he's getting it between the 20s. Bro, they still had a problem in the red zone in the first half of this game.
Okay.
Let's be honest. He's moving the ball. But when he gets inside the 20, he can't play anymore. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a disconnect with the offensive coordinator. I don't know what it is. But in this game, they rolled him.
Well, I disagree with that take wholeheartedly. I think for the Dallas Cowboys to be America's team and be in the prime of every single conversation of football and get that prime spot of every week in football, it's going to come with the territory. If you go back and look at Dak's games, it's it's the brightest spots where he gets scrutinized the most, just like every other quarterback. But that's not true either, because he gets more scrutinized than any quarterback in football because he wears that star. You go throughout the league and you see guys absolutely. Look at Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow has been awful this year so far. But have we heard any conversation about Joey B? We're about to, because I'm going to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
No one's doing it. So I get it. But I'm going to pause just like you. Huge game in Santa Monica, California this Sunday night. The 49ers are the best complete team in the National Football League. They are the standard so far this year.
Yeah.
And we're going to see my Dallas Cowboys go up there this year and really measure ourselves to see, because they sent us home the last 2 years in the playoffs. They sent us home. So we're going to find out just where Mike McCarthy is with this play calling, because this is perfect. Kellen Moore got fired because of play calling versus the San Francisco 49ers. They said we didn't run the ball enough and we didn't pick and get our spots when we were passing the football. So we're going to see what Mike McCarthy does. And it's funny how it happens just like that.
Yeah.
So we're going to find out. So
yeah.
Cowboys, 49ers, this coming Sunday Night Football, but great win for the Dallas Cowboys. All right, we're going to speed it up a little bit, Rashad. We're going to speed it up here. Zach Wilson showed a little bit of life.
Oh, man.
Versus the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday night. Star-studded event in New York. Of course, you got the whole Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce thing. Aaron Rodgers showed up in the building. Many, many stars out there. But, man, Rashad, how surprised were you that in that spot, on that stage, Zach Wilson showed life?
If I would have had a Jets hat at my house, I'd have put it on. I was rooting for that kid.
Yeah.
So hard, D.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it was.
I was too.
I was like, dang, man, like that's what's up. You playing against Patrick Mahomes and you saying yourself, I'm not gonna be the one to lose this game.
Yeah, man.
I agree. In a critical spot, he sees the man looping around. He's trying to see what's going on. He take one peek and he fumbled the ball, D. And I say, oh man.
Yeah.
I was heartbroken for the kid, man, because he played well, man. He played so well in that game.
Right.
And I was just like, man, like, dang, why it got to end like that, you know? And then they had a call late in that game against Sauce that I kind of thought was a little suspect, but
it was Rashad.
They made the call, and I wanted the kid to be able to redeem himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because you know you feel for him in that situation, but he showed life.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna tell you this right here. I don't think lightning to strike twice, and I think they need to call Tom Brady. I'm just being honest. I think they need to call Tom, bro. I think they should have made that call in week 1 and said, we go give you a month to get yourself together.
Mm-hmm.
And we go give you a call. We go give you 2 weeks to learn the playbook, and you go save our season, Thomas.
Okay.
But they haven't done it yet. I think they go ride with him, and you go waste another year of that great defense, man. But but he showed life. He showed life. And Patrick Mahomes struggled.
Yeah, I think I was very happy for Zach Wilson. I think from jump, for some reason he was the targeted one. He didn't go number 1 overall. Trevor Lawrence did. So I can't understand. I get New York City, but I never really understood the bashing of Zach Wilson. Don't get me wrong. He had a horrible rookie year. He did. He struggled mightily. He got injured. They brought in White, and he kind of put in position to make it to the playoffs. The Jets, when they got Aaron Rodgers, you got to do it. If you can go get a generational passer, a generational talent, you go get him. We seen what happened to Rodgers, unfortunate injury. We hope to see Aaron Rodgers back. But for this kid to listen to Joe Namath sit up on radio and turn his back on the man, talk trash about the man. Oh, he might as well talk about the man, mama and girlfriend. How bad he was talking about him. The whole New York, everybody who was listening, watching, had something wild to say about this kid. And for him to step on that Sunday Night Football stage and get a middle finger to everybody, even his teammates, his coaching staff, and do what he did, I hope that kid can capitalize on that. I hope that kid can play well the rest of the year, up his trade value, and make the Jets make a decision at the end of the year. That's what I hope. Do the Jets bring back Aaron Rodgers off an Achilles, or does Zach Wilson muster a way to get the Jets to, dare I say, a wild card spot? Because the defense is there. And if that offense did anybody see the offense?
Yeah,
it was moving.
They played
it was
well,
moving.
Man.
It
they
was moving.
Well.
So that's what I'm hoping to see. So shout out. I just want to show some love to Zach Wilson, no doubt about it. Rashad, real quick, man, did the Buffalo Bills expose the Miami Dolphins?
Expose is a strong word. I want to be able to see that. I want to be able to see that more.
A beating.
It was a beating. Now
one of the worst losses. Beating. One of the worst losses in the league thus far. 48-20.
Yes, but I just want to be able to see I want to be able to see that manifest over the season. We
Okay.
all knew that the Dolphins had offensive line issues when the season started.
Right.
They just have been able to get around that by getting the ball
Right.
into their playmakers' hand and their playmakers making plays. But they ran into a buzzsaw yesterday, man.
Right.
The Buffalo Bills had one of the best defensive lines in football. I believe they lead the league in sacks.
Right.
So you're playing against one of the worst one of the first offensive lines, playing against one of the best defensive lines. And I think that was the difference in the game. Tua didn't have that much time.
Okay.
They were mixing up their blitzes. They were very aggressive. And I think that's the recipe to beating the Dolphins. If you are scared of the Dolphins and you say they're too fast, we can't be aggressive, and you sit back there, Tua's going to tear you apart. Right. But if you say to yourself, hey, we finna see what this offensive line got, and we finna get up on these fast boys, and they beat us over the top one time, cool. But we ain't giving Tua the time of day to do nothing, and that's what McDermott did, man, and that's what happened, man. So if other people can emulate that, I'll say they got exposed, but I don't think they got exposed.
They mixed up the defense. This is the best defense that the Dolphins had seen all year. They mixed up the blitz packages. They came up the middle. They came up the left. They had delayed blitzes. They confused Tua. They rerouted the receivers. You can pray for Tyreek to be open downhill all you want, but when you got a missile, heat-seeking missile coming at you, Tyreek not getting the ball, and he didn't. So this is the formula for the finesse offenses. Offenses that are running like water. If you hit them in the mouth, you hit them in the mouth, this is what happens. Look, I gave the Dolphins their credit. I love their head coach. Mike McDaniels, love him. Love what he brings to the table. Love what he brings to the game. And I'm actually rooting for the Dolphins to do well this year. But I'm going to call a spade a spade. We don't see offenses like this win championships. We don't see offenses like this. We don't see them win often. You got to have a defensive team that just says, all right, we're gonna peel our chin straps as tight as we can back, and we finna go hit somebody in the mouth. Hit somebody in the mouth. So the Dolphins are going to be okay. They're going to win 11, 12, 13. Hell, they might be the number 1 seed in the AFC this year because they're going to win football games, but they're going to be 2 or 3 teams in the AFC that's going to punch them in the mouth.
Yeah.
And how will they respond? Okay.
Yeah.
Couple comments here from our earlier topics. Juk says Zach just needs the right setup. He's not a bad quarterback. I agree with that. Ung says Zach's going to show him a few things. He's learning the ropes in real time. I agree with that as well. Great point. My sister says Wilson definitely played his heart out. Yes, he did. Yeah. Hidden Gems. They chose Zach over Justin Fields, and Zach played at freaking BYU. They played nobody. Well, Hidden Gems, have you seen Justin Fields?
Yeah, right. I think they won in the same.
Why would you type that, Hidden Gems? Have you seen Justin Fields? He's been a toilet commode this year.
Yeah. Bad,
the Chicago Bears as a franchise.
Yeah.
And Justin Fields are terrible.
Yeah.
Hidden Gems. Pump the brakes on that Ohio State love. Because Justin Fields ain't it, my boy. All right.
Yeah.
In the end, he said on his middle finger, though. All right. Okay, Hidden Gems. Hardy har. You're loyal. You're loyal. Okay. Miami is a mediocre defense for sure. My pop says, don't forget Buffalo.
They're mediocre defense, D.
Well, they're hurt right now. They're hurt right now.
Man, they hurt, man.
They'll be better. They'll be better. I think they're mediocre right now. Right now they are.
Yes.
But they have help on the way.
Yeah.
Help is on the way, and he wears number 5.
Yeah, but Jalen Phillips, they best defensive pass rusher, is out too, man.
And
like,
he's
bro,
on the way.
Yeah, Jalen Phillips is out too, bro. Like it's a lot going on down there on that defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, my pop says, don't forget, Buffalo does go down to Miami. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. That's going to be an excellent game. I'm sure the Dolphins are going to want to get some get back pop for sure. All right. Let's see. Tua needs to use them feet a little bit more. Hey, that's kind of.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I mean, can he? Like, can he? What has he been told to do? We saw what happened last year. I get it. It's football. He's out there. I get it. So if he's out there, that means he's good to go. I understand. But the mental for Tua is what's there for sure. Hidden Gems agreeing. Patriots keep losing when they look like that. Okay. Have you seen the Bears? God awful.
Yeah.
He had a better game than Wilson this weekend. What are you talking about?
Who is he talking about?
Do you say Justin Fields had a better game than Zach Wilson?
Justin Fields had a great second half, D. He did.
He did, but not an overall game.
But didn't he throw a game-winning interception though?
Yes, he did. But he's saying that he had a better game. Don't do that. He didn't have a better game. Zach Wilson and Justin Fields both had good games. I'm not gonna say Justin Fields didn't play well.
He played horrible in the first half, D.
He did, but I'm just saying in the second half. In the second half, he played well. It was a comeback though, I guess. He was trying to keep the lead, but Denver came back. So
He played Denver. Denver just got beat by 70 points the week before. Stop it.
Yeah, stop it. We're not even gonna have a combo. I'm saying they are mediocre now. Okay, Temple. All right, man. We got a couple more topics, man, to wrap up this NFL talk, man. And we're gonna shut this thing down. We're gonna skip around a couple things because I want to get this topic right here.
Please get it.
What's wrong?
I thought you was going to the other one.
Which one?
I thought you was going to your apology.
I'm getting to it. It's coming up. What's wrong with the Bengals? What's wrong with the Bengals? The offensive line has finally caught up to the Cincinnati Bengals and Joe Burrow. Burrow already comes in hobbled, as they say, but he's out there. He's out there. Okay? He's playing. The Cincinnati Bengals have 3 total touchdowns this whole year. 3 in 4 games. I sat here and told you guys that Joe Burrow was going to be the league MVP. I sat here and told you guys that Joe Burrow was going to win the Super Bowl this year. I was dead wrong. Will the Bengals turn it around and make it interesting and fight and scratch and claw to potentially get a wild card? Sure they will. But they ain't winning nothing with this offensive line, letting the defensive line and anybody who else come through there and tee off on Joey B. Now, another surprising thing that I'm seeing, Joey B's missing Jamar Chase. He's missing Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase took it to after the game and said he is always open. He is always bleeping open. It's a problem out there in Cincinnati. And Rashad has been saying this for the past couple of seasons. Get an offensive line. This kid is going to start going through some things. And by God, Rashad was right. Because I was blowing and tooting my horn for Jamar Chase. And let's keep it real. They've been to a Super Bowl. And if it wasn't for Aaron Donald's pinky finger getting a hold of Joe Burrow, Jalen Ramsey was beat at the other end of that field, and Jamar Chase was running down butt naked, and Joe Burrow has a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah.
But Aaron Donald said, no. He said no.
Yeah.
Rashad, is it what you've always thought? Or can this be corrected with the Cincinnati Bengals?
It'll be corrected. You got to remember, man, the man got a calf injury. He can't move.
Yeah, I got it.
So there were times. See, Joe Burrow is a magician.
He is.
So they wanted to get him weapons because he can make things happen, right?
Right.
Well, now he can't make those things happen.
Okay.
And the offensive line is exacerbated because they can't block and they never could block. But it didn't matter because Joey B is Joey B. Well,
okay.
Now he's not Joey B.
Okay.
And he needs help from his line.
Yeah.
So as he gets healthy, as the season progresses and he learns how to maneuver around this offensive line, they will be fine. The problem is how big of a hole are they going to be in before he gets healthy? That's going to be the problem. And that's why it was a meme that was going around on Twitter that is so funny about option A and option B with Panay Sewell and Chase. And it's the truth.
Right.
But we are what we are, and it is what it is. And the worst thing we also got to remember, D, he did not play in the preseason. So he's literally in real time trying to figure out how to even maneuver around all of this, all while being hurt, all while being rusty. And these boys teeing off on him.
Right.
And he's playing against really good defensive lines. The Tennessee Titans have a really good defensive line. And they're horrible, and he can't move.
Right.
So you're talking about him missing Chase, but he doesn't have the right base to even do what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're gonna be okay, but how deep of a hole they're gonna be in before they can actually be okay? It's gonna be.
I don't want to overreact because I do think they'll scratch their claw, they'll fight, and get to a playoff spot. But in the NFC North, I mean, the Pittsburgh Steelers are doing them a favor. The Cleveland Browns are doing them a favor. Deshaun didn't play this past week. Baltimore is clear cut the head over heels favorite to win that division right now. But the AFC is stacked. The AFC is stacked. So getting a playoff spot is going to be very tough to get. I just don't think they gain enough ground to catch Baltimore. Baltimore's already 3 games up on them. Already 3 games up. So we're going to see. But I'm concerned about my pick. I agree with everything you said. Joey B with the calf injury, the offensive line. But the defense for the Bengals sucks too. That defense is horrible. But you're going to be horrible when you're on the field longer than you intend to be. And that's what's happening. So I'm not trying to overreact, but I am concerned. But I want more coverage on what's going on in Cincinnati than what we're getting. I want more coverage on that, and we're not getting it. So I'm not giving Joey B a pass. He's out there. Shannon Sharp says it all the time. You put on that jersey, you put on them cleats, and you're out there on the field, it is what it is. You expect to perform at your highest level.
Yeah, but I think that Joe Burrow has built up enough clout to where people can give him the benefit of the doubt, knowing that he has the calf injury, and knowing that he did not play in the preseason and it's early, that you're not going to get that until maybe the middle of the season where people are saying, okay, this is trash. But I think people just thoroughly understand. I mean, like, hey, man, it is what it is. The man can't move around. He's been a magician. You can't continue to ask him to be a magician. And they'll you know what I'm saying, they'll adjust. But right now, it's putrid. It's bad, and you know, it is what it is.
I'm with you. All right, man. We're hitting our last topic here, man, and I owe somebody an apology, man.
Yes, sir.
I owe somebody a public apology. I sat here and I ripped CJ Stroud. I questioned everything as a quarterback outside of his obvious talent that he has. I ripped his heart. I ripped his toughness. I ripped him pre-draft, during the draft. And I'm dead wrong.
Yeah.
This kid, under my new favorite coach, DeMeco Ryans, has the Houston, by God, Texans at 2-2. Tied for first freaking place in the AFC South. Now, either the Pittsburgh Steelers need to be put out their misery, are they really that bad, or CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans are balling, bro. DeMeco Ryans has this defense flying around. CJ Stroud looks comfortable in the pocket, making sound decisions. The kid went 16 for 30, 306 yards, 2 touchdowns, QBR of 111.3 against a Mike Tomlin team. I know the Steelers ain't that good, but this is still a Mike Tomlin team. Houston beat these boys 30-6, coming off rolling the Jaguars in the bank the week before.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your surprise team. The Houston freaking Texans, led by CJ Stroud. CJ, I apologize. I know it's early in the season. You're a rookie quarterback. You'll hit your walls. But the way things look right now, it can only go up for Stroud and the Texans.
Yep.
So my public apologies to CJ Stroud, my new favorite head coach, DeMeco Ryans,
yep,
and the, by God, Houston Texans. Rashad, what you got on that?
Hey man, I remember we was talking about that, and I was like, "Dang, do you sure about that?" Because I thought C.J. Stroud should have been drafted #1 overall. I was always scared of the dude who went #1 overall from Alabama. Why am I name
Bryce
escaping me?
Young.
Bryce Young. I was always scared of Bryce Young, and I always just thought that C.J. Stroud was a better quarterback, man.
Man.
And now I got to deal with C.J. Stroud in the AFC South.
Yeah.
I have to deal with Deshaun Watson all over again.
Yeah.
And now I have to not only deal with Deshaun Watson, but I have to deal with a head coach that obviously knows what he's doing right out of the gate.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And that was the thing that I thought too. I was like, dang, man, like DeMeco Ryans is a really, really good coach. He was a really, really good coach for the 49ers, even though he had all the talent, but he can coach.
Yeah, man.
And now he's coaching. I mean, he drugged my Jaguars, and he drugged the Pittsburgh Steelers. And now this is going to show you what can be done if you have everybody on the same page, and it can be done early. C.J. Stroud, the week before he played the Jaguars in the second half, they lost the game, but that's when it clicked.
Yes.
And from that point on, he's been a top 10 quarterback in the league. Let's just say what it is.
Over the past 2 weeks.
Over the past 2.5 weeks.
Yes, he has.
C.J. Stroud, you can't name 10 quarterbacks that's been better than that kid. You can't.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So this kid is doing his thing, man. DeMeco Ryans doing his thing. I got to deal with these boys again.
Yep.
And now I got more competition. If my quarterback, who now they want to tell me is the second-rated quarterback in the league.
That's what PFF
I don't know
says.
what they want to. I don't know where they get these ratings from.
Pro Football Focus.
Yeah, Pro Football Focus, the people I hate. Shout out Mike Florio. But anyway, all this trash.
Yeah.
But this kid balling.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
So hey, man, C.J. Stroud, man, salute what you're doing, man. I support you. As long as you ain't paying the Jaguars, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You be top 5 if you want to. I hope you just play trash against us because I don't have time for this mess, man. I thought I was turning the corner.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out C.J. Stroud, man. Much love for C.J. And I gotta apologize, man. The kid has turned me into a believer and a fan of what he's capable of. I know it's early in the year. I know that. I know he's gonna hit his rookie walls, and I know the Texans are gonna have their moments. But man, for a rookie head coach and a rookie head coach and a quarterback to start off like this, that usually deals a very good recipe for a really good long-term marriage, so to speak, in the NFL. So we'll definitely keep our eyes close on the Houston Texans. Last but not least, let's talk about the home team, Jacksonville Jaguars, getting off the schneid, getting the win, improving their record to 2-2 in London, 23-7 over the Falcons in London. Jacksonville Jaguar defense was on display yet again. That defense was yet again on display. The offense had some moments where they showed life. They showed a little bit more of a resurgence over the last 2 weeks of trash offensive football. Yeah. Not ready to say, okay, we were just having a moment yet. I'm not ready to say that. We'll take the win for the hometown Jaguars. Sitting at 2-2, huge game in London yet again against a red hot Buffalo Bills team who just did work on the Miami Dolphins. 9:30 kick this weekend. Rashad, what were your quick takes? Because Rashad has his own show here on the Sports Test Live, the weekly matchup show with the Jacksonville Jaguars and Mr. Move Them Chains. We'll get more in depth there, but real quick, Rashad, what was your quick analysis on the Jaguars win?
The defense is still good and the offense is still bad.
Oh wow, he said it so somberly.
It's still bad. There is something that is wrong, and I believe I figured it out. I gave William a lot of shit last Friday, well, last Tuesday when we had the State of the Union. But I think that what I'm seeing now out of this team is that Trevor doesn't trust anything that's in front of him. Okay. And I think it's speeding his clock up to the point where me and my homeboy talk about all the time how at this point in this offense, he should have mastered it so much that when he gets to the line and he sees his third option and what the offense is doing, and he sees his primary, he says, my primary may not be open, but this backside is going to be open. So I'm going to peek at this primary. I'm not going to worry about the section, but this third is going to be a touchdown. That's where the maturation of this offense should be with Trevor. But
I disagree.
I think what he's saying in his head is, I'm not going to have enough time to get to him.
I disagree.
Go ahead.
It's the play calling. It's the ear. It's the ear in his helmet. That's what it is. If you look at the play calling, and you know what they got, I'm going to send you the video when we're done. They have a great video of the Jaguar play calling in sequence when Doug Marrone was calling it. And we're not even talking about when the Jaguars had to come back. We talk about when the Jaguars were starting off the game and getting off the good starts last year compared to this year. The video was so like my mouth dropped.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying what you were discussing with your homeboy is not legitimate, because it very well could be. But I'm sorry to cut you off. But I had to say, man, this play calling is a big reason why. Doug Peterson has not told us why he is not calling plays. We don't know why.
I know why. We know why. It's the same man that got him fired in Philly, D. He want the man. He trying to groom the man, bro, and it is what it is. We just got to, hey, man, it is what he got fired for this man last time. Got fired. So it is what it is, D. I have what I've been seeing. I'm gonna look at the video that you go send me.
Yeah.
But D, there are people that are open, and Trevor's not pulling the trigger.
They are.
He's not pulling the trigger because he does not trust what's in front of him.
Okay.
It's D.
Okay.
They getting the ball out so fast. There's no creativity on the offense because I believe they don't believe they can block anybody.
Okay. We saw that versus Atlanta.
We're talking about the play calling. What plays can you call when if you do a 3-step drop, you got to worry about somebody being in your face? Your middle three are all turnstiles. All three of them. The center, both guards, turnstiles. Now, this week, Cam Robinson comes back. Walker Little is probably going to move the left guard.
Help is on the way.
Help is on the way. He's the nastiest person on the offense.
Mm-hmm.
He blocks well.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very good left tackle, okay? He's an above average left tackle. You know, 15 to 12 range. He's not horrible. So we gotta upgrade this guard position, which I believe that Walker Little will be an upgrade. So maybe Trevor will be able to trust this thing more in front of him. But D, bump the offense. My defense is balling.
Top 5 in the league.
They have been. Listen, if you want to say top 5, I ain't ready to say that yet. But
I am. Look at what they've done.
I'm looking at what they've done.
Top 5 in the league right now.
Maybe it's because I don't believe it, because I had in my head that they were going to be the liability.
As a unit.
But they are carrying this team.
As a unit, they are top 5 in the National Football League.
D, people are telling me they've been mad at me about my rant on Trevor. Listen, y'all. We got a pick 6 followed by another pick in the red zone. We didn't blow this team out. If it wasn't for that pick 6, this is a game in the fourth quarter. Let's be real. This offense has got to pick it up because this defense is giving them everything that they have. They are playing to their potential's potential. And this offense is not giving them anything. If this offense was average, we would be 4-0, period. If they were average. There's been 2 games where Patrick Mahomes has not looked like himself, which was last night and which was when he played us. The first game, it is when he didn't have his weapons, but it's been 2 games he haven't looked himself, and we made him look human. But the offense did nothing. Against Houston, the offense did nothing to help the defense. So this defense is playing, man. Josh Allen, hey, man, have a game, bro. Make you some money. Josh Allen say, man, y'all gonna pay me.
Contract
you know what I'm
year.
saying? 3 sacks. Tied for first place in the league in sacks. Josh Allen.
Top 5 defense.
Hey, man. And listen, I shared a video on Twitter. Y'all can go look at it, Move Them Chains 89 on Twitter. We are saying all this stuff about Trayvon Walker, bro. Trayvon Walker is getting double team and triple team on every single play. That is a 3-step or more drop. Other teams believe he's a game wrecker. So Josh Allen is getting off. You know what I'm saying? Josh Allen getting off because they trying to make sure that Trayvon Walker don't get off. But this offense better get it together. Now, what I will say, D, most of the time, when Trevor Lawrence plays against somebody who the league claims is on his level or better than him, he raises his level of play. I believe that he will do that this weekend. And if you want to hear in more detail, tune in on Friday, 6 o'clock. We're going to talk about this thing in detail.
Yes, we are.
And we're going to figure this thing out, how the Jaguars can win this game, if they can win this game.
Yes, we are. This Friday.
Jaguars matchup show, Friday, 6 o'clock. Y'all tune in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all be sure to we tune in to that, man. We always have a great time over there with the weekly matchup show with the Jacksonville Jaguars. All right, man. So we're going to wrap this thing up. Thank y'all for tuning in and watching, man. My pops had a quick one. What's going on with Jimmy Butler? I don't think nothing wrong with Jimmy. Jimmy just having some fun. You know, he know people gonna talk. He did his thing last year with the fake dreads.
Right.
He back with the things. I think Jimmy just having fun because he know people gonna talk. And ain't nothing up with Jimmy, man. Jimmy just having fun, man.
He in his emo phase,
in his
man.
emo bag. I thought it was hilarious. I think the conversation about it got too deep and too weird. Like people spent too much time on it. But to me, in my opinion, I just thought Jimmy was having a good time, and it was funny. And I guess it accomplished what he wanted to accomplish.
Hey, Pops, listen, my daddy asked me the same thing. I went to his house yesterday. He said, "Hey, man, you seen Jimmy Butler?" You know what I'm saying? So I think it's an old school thing. You know what I'm saying? He's not used to that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? They're like, "Hey, man, what's up with bro?" But
we should be used to it by now.
Yeah. So I think it's one of them things. But you know, hey, man, the man wanted to do it. He worth over $100 million. Who am I to tell him not to?
Yeah, he just, like I said, he having clearly he's having fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he did it last year with the fake dreads. That was the one that got me. I'm like, what do you got going on?
Yeah.
But then as I see, okay, this might be a theme going forward.
Yeah.
The opening day of training camp or media day, he's going to be doing something else. So let's see what he does next year.
Right.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all again for watching, man. The Sports Desk Live. We appreciate y'all. We'll be live every Tuesday. Every Tuesday we'll be going live. We'll be bumping out more pre-recorded content. The weekly matchup show with Jacksonville Jaguars. Well, what do you want to talk about? We have some upcoming shows coming up as well, but I'm going to wait to announce those. So the Sports Desk Live is where you guys want to be to check out some real raw and energetic content for some true fans of the sports world. And we have a great time here. So salute to y'all. Like the video, man. Comment, subscribe, show love, spread the word, man. And there's another sports brand out here that's breaking through in the YouTube world. And we're going to be here for a minute. All right. So it's your guy one more time, Dedrick L. Hicks Jr., 1/3 of your sportsologist, senior sportsologist, Dedrick L. Hicks Jr.
Yes, sir. Miss Move Them Chains. I am Move Them Chains again, y'all. Y'all didn't watch the Jaguars matchup show. Just Rashad. I'm gonna go back to being Move Them Chains, man. We gonna see what we do this week. But if they do what I say, they do what they did the previous week, I'll be back to being Rashad. I'm actually changing on here to Rashad if they do that mess again.
Well, we'll see, man. Y'all tune in Friday, man, for the Jaguars weekly matchup show. We're gonna have a lot more fun talking about the Jags versus the Buffalo Bills. All right, YouTube, y'all be cool, y'all be safe, take care of yourselves, and we'll see y'all on the next one, man. Appreciate the love, appreciate y'all. All right, y'all, peace.